What is up guys, Smudgebeans here, and today I'm playing a little game called Toca Blocks, which you may have seen Lizzie play on her channel, and I am going to be playing it today as well. So I've got my phone here, you might see this. Do you like my case, by the way? A lovely case. And I've been playing with this game for a few days now, building a little world to show you, but before I show you my world, which is here, I'm going to show you the basics of this game. Okay, so here you can see a little world that is generated in for me, and you have three little characters. So you've got this guy here, who jumps really high. Like, look how high this guy jumps. He kind of like flutters his wings and flies down. And then you've also got this guy up here, who is a bit bigger, doesn't really jump as high, and moves a lot slower, in fact. But you'll see here, if I just place a few blocks, some sandy type blocks, and then select this guy. Oh dear, I placed one above his head. This guy climbs up stuff, so he can climb up anything. So he's pretty fun to use. You can just climb up everything you want to with this little dude. And then finally, you have the third guy, who is stood over here, and kind of looks like a mix of the two. And this guy actually just punches stuff out of the way. So if you watch this here, he wants to get past this wall of sand. No! Get out the way, sand. I'm just going to come through, and just clears the path in front of him. So those are the three guys that you get to use, but you have a load of building blocks you can choose to make stuff with. So for example, you have this little sparkly one here. Let's zoom in on this. You've got this nice sparkly colour here, which I can just place like this. And then you also have the sand one, which I showed you this guy destroying. And you've got a lovely pink one here, which is very sparkly. Do you like my sparkles? And then you've got this sort of grassy type block here. And also have some Wasser, some mineral Wasser, that's German. And then you have this sort of stony type one, which I'll place there. So you got all of those are the basic blocks. But here comes the fun part. You can actually combine these blocks. So for example, if I take a bit of orange, place it up there, get this pink, drag it on like that, and boom, we have bricks. Who knew making bricks was that easy? I certainly didn't. Then you can also get the water, put it that there, drag the stone into it, stripy block, lovely. And if you wanted to make a stone, what you do is you get the pink and the grass, and that turns into a stone. It's like endless possibilities. Like, look at that. Just keep adding colours to it, sort of thing. Changes the pattern. Even make things such as, if I get the pink here and some water, a little cherry. So we've got a couple of cherries here, which are lovely. But my favourite block, I have to say, is if you get some pink and you get some of this sparkly block, place those on top of each other, and you get this sort of white, cloudy looking block, which is actually basically a trampoline. And you can bounce off this, and you'll see this later on in my... So let me just grab a few of these. Because you can, if I put these along the side here, if I jump, and then it will just climb those, just bounce all over the place. And I could make this massive by using the draw tool here. So I've selected, and then I can just draw the line as high as I want. Let me zoom out. All the way up here into space. All the way up. And if I go wrong, like if I did this, I can just delete it easily as well with this munching guy who just eats everything that he doesn't like. Like that block there can go as well on these blocks because they're all uneven. And then I'll get my little dude here. I can just make him jump and he will climb all the way up there. Just keep going and then he's going to fall. Oh dear. But he survives, it's okay. No one gets hurt in this game. Now there's loads of little items you can make. One of my favourite things to make actually are trees. I just love trees. I don't know why. So I'm going to build myself a little tree quickly with these tree blocks here. The good thing about trees as well is that you can just walk through them. So that's a nice basis of a tree there. I like that. And let's add the leaves on, which I'm going to use grass for. Look at that. Look at this. I feel like Bob Ross. It's a lovely tree. A lovely tree. What you also get is loads of cool little items which you can make by combining blocks. Like you saw me use the apple/cherry earlier. You can make a load of different ones. So let me go into my... Because I was experimenting and I made a huge mess, as you can see here. This is me experimenting in all the blocks. But you can see here all of the different type of blocks. But let's just move away from that because I've got them all in my little sidebar here. So a light bulb is one here. You can turn the light bulbs on. Look at that. I accidentally destroyed that one. You can turn the light bulbs on and all these little items in a couple of ways. One, by just tapping them on your screen. Or you can get these sparkly blocks. You place the light bulbs on top, like so. And then the sparkly blocks, you hit it. And then it goes like that. Or you can get your character and jump on it. So if I jump on these blocks, it'll create a chain effect and it'll turn on all those light bulbs. And this works for other things other than light bulbs as well. So let me quickly get rid of those. And let's put on, say, a toilet. Select our guy again, make him jump. And then we get a nice flushing sound from the toilet there. And there's loads of these items. So we've got things like trees you can make. Bombs even, which do explode and do destroy stuff, as you can see there. And of course, poop. Let's make him jump on the poop. So that's a lovely sound, isn't it? A nice little combination there. We can have a nice civilized meal as well at our dining table here, some chairs. Or we can cook our guests some tea with our kettle. Or we could just annoy our guests with a trumpet here. So let me show you the rest of my world. So I'm going to use this little character here to show you around my world. This is my favourite character. I just like how high he jumps and how he flutters down. So we'll head along. I'll zoom out so you can see the entirety of the world. And here we have the first tree that I ever built. I'm still to this day very proud of this tree. It's a very nice tree, don't you think? Lovely. And next we come up to our astounding castle, which I built. You can use these blocks here, which are really awesome, to teleport you. So you can go up or down. You can also take them sideways, as you'll see later on. So here is my castle. Let me quickly just show you this thing. So we've got a nice castle here with a flag on top, of course. A lovely roof. So let's take our guy all the way upstairs. You can see the windows there and stuff. And of course up here we've got a kettle. And we've got some poop on the table. What else would you need in your castle? That's all I need in my castle, to be honest. So let's head back down and go out the other side of the castle, of course, where we come to a lovely little tree. Not as big as the first tree, but still a very quaint tree. And we get to what I like to call the toilet house. Now I made this with the clouds above it because obviously there's a lot of toilet noises going on in here. And I don't know what I'm trying to say. There's clouds because I thought they looked cute. But I like just pressing the toilets because they make funny noises. So this is where I come. Oh, I destroyed one by accident. This is where I come where I want to relax or I really need the toilet. But let's leave there for now. I mean, I don't really need the toilet right now. So we've got another tree here, and here is my favourite part of this map. This is really fun. I really enjoyed making this because of just how crazy these blocks are. So what I can do is if I just hold the right one here, bang, 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 and we're up. Look at that. Look at that for travel. That is brilliant. And then we get to our little tower here, which you can see, which is a nice little quaint little tower. So, oh, I accidentally placed a toilet. We don't want that. So let's select our guy and climb all the way to the top of the tower. And on one side of the tower, we've got, I'm not really sure what that is. It looks like a beetroot or something. Let's zoom in. Not a beetroot, an eggplant. So you can just press that if you want while you're up here. That makes a funny noise. Or you can travel to another world with the use of this door. So if I go in this door here, I come to a new world, which is lovely. It's just a nice little world. Just really lovely. And oh, what's happening? Oh no! We're going on an adventure. So we get through the traveling blocks, which you can see can take you sideways as well. And I use some colourful bouncy blocks to get me here. And then we can jump up and we get to this place. And we have all the electronic blocks, which are just setting stuff off all over the place just to make a loud racket. It sounds horrible. I'm going to be honest. I don't know why I've done this to my little dude. I thought it would be funny. So I think my little dude had enough of this for a while. So let's head on through this door here. And we start bouncing down. What's going on? Where are we going? Oh, we're falling. And we're here in the horrible sound. I mean, there's just so many noises going on here. Let's just jump up and down again to hear these noises. Lovely noises. I'll just keep playing them. I know you guys like hearing these. Anyway, let's just get our way out of there. And we get to the final part, which just says, as you can read, Joel plus, what's it going to say? Lizzie. Oh, look at that. Isn't that so cute? I wrote this. Why am I saying this is cute? And then we get to a little love heart as well, which is lovely. So let's have a quick look around my map without my character. So we have my castle here, which I'm very proud of with all the stuff up there. Then obviously we got Toilet House, my favourite part. They're all my favourite. Then this bit here, which is actually my favourite part. I don't know why I keep saying everything's my favourite. We've got the tower, and then down here we've got another little pond with some fishes and some apple plants, some clouds, and then at the end we've got our horrible noise factory and Joel plus Lizzie love heart. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little video of my world on Toca Blocks, and if you like this game and want to download it yourself, there's a link in the description down below, so go check that out. And yeah, thank you for watching this. Make sure to click a like and comment, and I'll be back another time for another video. Goodbye!